The pair sought to play down tensions over the Northern Ireland Protocol when they met in Cornwall for the G7 summit. It came after Mr. Biden's national security advisor said the White House had deep concerns a UK-EU trade row could endanger peace in Northern Ireland. But there is one thing the pair are said to strongly agree on, the climate crisis. Mr. Kwarteng has told Express.co.uk that COP26 will be an important step in treading the path for a trade deal with Washington next year. He added, clearly, we didn't always see eye to eye with the Trump administration on net zero and decarbonization. By contrast, Joe Biden and his climate envoy John Kerry are very much behind this agenda. I saw John Kerry when he came into London and he was very enthusiastic about what the UK was doing. We have some of the most ambitious targets and that goes an awful long way. And Jim Watson, professor of energy policy at the UCL Institute for Sustainable Resources, agrees. He told Express.co.uk, they have the differences on things, particularly Brexit, but on climate there has been a strong alignment with US presidents. Obviously not with Donald Trump, but with Biden that alignment is stronger. That's the big question. I don't think there should be any more debates about 2050. We have our target, now the emphasis needs to be on what we are doing in the next week, month and years. I think it would be even stronger if Boris doubles down on his plans and shows how, in the next few years, we will keep the momentum. Mr. Kwarteng believes Mr. Biden will be blown away by the UK's efforts when he visits Glasgow, Scotland, for the UN conference in November. He added, even as late as 2012, 40% of our electricity was coming from coal-fired power stations. Today, less than 10 years later, that figure is less than 2%. By 2024 it will be zero. We have come an awfully long way in decarbonization. We've come a long way to decarbonizing. Compare it to Germany, where they say their coal phase-out will be in 2038. And the Spelthorne MP said the UK is leading the way in Europe after Brexit. He added, compare 2024 to 2038. We shouldn't be taking lectures from anybody how advanced we are. But I am very keen as Secretary of State to carry people with us and not cause a burden. I think we are striking a really strong balance between leading the fight internationally, but also not going to such an extreme that it costs everyone a huge amount. I think Labour are still committed to net zero by 2030. It comes after the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, published a damning report on global warming. Experts sent a code red warning to humanity that drastic cuts to emissions are needed in order to hold the global temperature to under the 1.5 C limits set by the 2015 Paris Agreement. Mr. Johnson said the report should serve as a wake-up call for world leaders as they prepare to gather in Glasgow later this year. Mr. Biden said, we can't wait to tackle the climate crisis. The signs are unmistakable, the science is undeniable, and the cost of inaction keeps mounting.